say thank you for choosing Harris Ace as your favorite place to buy hardware and building supplies. Stop by Harris Ace Hardware and check out their weekly deals. Sign up for Ace Rewards and start earning points toward coupons and rewards. You'll even receive a $5 coupon just for signing up. Harris Ace Hardware in Jesup, Hinesville, Eulonia, and now in Brunswick. They are ready to serve your everyday building and hardware needs. Harris Ace Hardware.
It's time now for the latest in local sports. Here's a look at the Thursday recreation scoreboard. In 8 youth boys, Pirates 8, Cardinals 6, and 10 youth boys, Braves and Orioles tied at 3. 12 youth boys, Braves 5, Orioles 3. 14 youth girls, Jackets 13, Cubs 1, Jags 7, Sooners 1, and 17 under, Wayne 2, Wayne Gold 1. Coming up shortly on the Bitch and Ball Show, head football coach and athletic director Ken Creel will join us to talk about the upcoming football season, the first week of conditioning that took place at the high school. We checked in early this week on Monday, and he had these comments.
Coach Ken Creel, Georgia High School Association, finally said Monday, June 8th, they can get out here and start conditioning. You got 5 sessions a day. Going to be a long day, but it's good to see kids finally back on campus.
Hallelujah. It's a great day. I've been waiting for this a long time.
What all will they be doing?
They came in this morning, got screened, make sure everybody was passed all the prerequisite to be allowed to come out and do the workouts, and then took them, got them loosened up, plowed and stretched, took them in the weight room, and got a good 30-minute lift in. Did 4 different explosive lifts. Then they traveled over to Martha Puckett to the practice football field and did some speed and conditioning.
What happens if a kid shows up and he's got a temperature or something like that? They just send him home?
Send him home 14 days. See you in 2 weeks if you better.
Well, let's talk about the new region. There's excitement in Wayne County, Region 1-5A, us and Ware. We're familiar with the Gators, but Coffee comes in, Warner Robins, dominant team in the state last couple of years, and veterans. What do we know about veterans?
Veterans is quality. Great facilities, got a great coaching staff, got some really good players. They went second round last year and had a great season, and they're just a quality program, and Milan Turner's head coach, he's doing a great job over there.
We're reading articles across the state, and some are saying our region might be one of the toughest in the state.
Yeah, I really think our region is one of the toughest in the country, to be honest with you. I just can't imagine a region having 5 quality teams of the caliber of what we've got going. You don't just base that off of history. You also base it off of players and prospects. And I know we got 3 Power 5s on our team, and they picking us, 4th and 5th?
Yeah, that's what I told Tommy Palmer. I said, anytime you put 3 quality kids, Division I athletes on the field, they should be pretty good. But talk about those 3 athletes. We all know about Weston Franklin, but Trevin Wallace and B.J. Wright. Tell us about those 2 kids, and also talk about Weston.
Well, let me say this first. Those 3 are Power 5 prospects because they got all the checkoffs, height, weight, all that kind of stuff. We got some other kids who have close to that talent or equal to that talent. They just don't have all the boxes checked. So to be a Power 5 guy, you got to have all the boxes checked. You got to have size. You got to have speed. You got to have ability. You got to have. I mean, it's a package deal. You don't get on that list without having all the boxes checked. And we do have some other players that are just as talented or more talented, possibly, but they don't have all the boxes checked. So say that first. Weston is just. I mean, these 3 guys are grown men. I'll tell you that. Weston's a grown man. Trevin's a grown man, and BJ's a grown man, and they all have a great size, great strength, great speed. It's going to be exciting to watch them because, and they're all 3 going to get to see both sides of the ball.
Well, hopefully by football season we'll have regular football, and hopefully fans will be in the stands. But we'll have to play all that by ear. But just keeping our fingers crossed. It's just good to see kids out here on campus. First day at GHSA's allowed them. So, Coach, we'll be following in. Like I said, you'll be on the show Friday. Give us the update on the first week. So, look forward to the week.
Yep, I'm excited. I've seen 2 groups come and go. Great looking kids. They've grown a lot. It's amazing. I just thinking back when I first showed up here at Wayne County, and some of these kids that are here today, watching them play middle school ball and thinking they may turn into something. And I'll tell you, our second group had 19 linemen in it, and they're as pretty as you've ever looked at. We got some great size, good-looking kids. So first group had 19 skill guys. Just lost speed in that group. just some good-looking athletes. So we're going to need them. That region we're in, we're going to need them. So we're excited. Stay healthy and stay focused. Try to make a little noise.
And again, those comments of Coach Cribb. Again, he'll join us shortly on the Butch and Bob Show. NFL sent out a memo to all 32 teams with guidelines to follow to reopen their facilities. And Baltimore Ravens head coach Jim Harbaugh says he's looked it over and he says it's humanly impossible to follow. Harbaugh says, quote, "This is a communication sport. We have to be able to communicate. We can't distance and wear a mask. We have to practice. The protocol requires physical distancing," to which Harbaugh says, "I'm pretty sure the huddle is not going to be 6 feet apart from one another." He says our guys going to have to shower one at a time. Our guys going to have to lift weights one at a time. Harbaugh says he's frustrated about the guidelines. He says the NFL needs to get its act together and become realistic. Harbaugh says right now, reading the guidelines, he's simply throwing his hands up and saying, what the heck, there's no way this is going to work in an NFL football setting. That's going to do it for latest in local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day at this time by friends at Harris Ace Hardware.
This is a real-life Stop Bullying Speak-Up story. I couldn't open my locker. I was being left out at recess. A kid stopped to help me. A girl invited me to play horses. Then we became best friends for the rest of the school year. It made me feel better. You can make a difference. Include someone today. Visit includesomeone.